Inspector Gadget for the Super Nintendo is based off the cartoon from the 80s. Now of course, in the cartoon show, Inspector Gadget would just bumble around screwing things up while Penny and Brain would solve the cases. But that's not going to happen this time around. Penny's been kidnapped and Brain, well, I don't really know what Brain's doing. It's not too much in this game. This leaves Inspector Gadget on a mission to save Penny. In this game, Gadget can use many of his gadgets from the cartoon show. At any time, you can extend your arms, legs, or head to punch, kick, or headbutt the bad guys. Collecting brain heads will make the extensions even longer. Inspector Gadget can also use different weapons in the game. From your hat, you can shoot plungers to scale on walls, or use this arm to hang onto rings. There are also several other items you can use that require hats. Each time you collect a hat icon, it gives you 2 hats, and you can store up to 99 at once. Arrows can be shot using 1 hat. The more arrow icons you collect, the farther you can shoot them. A lantern can be used for 2 hats. A bomb can be used for 3 hats. They can be used to blow up enemies and certain walls. There's miniature Inspector Gadgets that can be used to attack enemies on the ground, costing 4 hats. And you also got the traditional Go Gadget copter. That costs 5 hats to use. Now it should be noted that you can't actually fly with this. You just use this to float down slowly, so that's a real bummer. Now for 6 hats, you can use the best and worst weapon in the game, the projectile copter. Now I say worst because until you get to level 3 on this, it's really pretty useless. But once you collect 3 icons, you can control the copter and hit many enemies at once. And if you collect 4 icons, it will kill all the enemies on the screen. Then you get the mystery item, which costs 10 hats to use, and to be honest, it's just pretty useless, and just wasting hats. Now of course, with all these cool gadgets, you may think that it'll make this game a lot easier. Well, to be honest, some of these levels can be a little hard, especially the snow level. You're trying to climb up, dodging these enemies, and trying to fight the wind at the same time. Ugh, it is a nightmare sometimes. Then you have to remember the timer. You have 300 seconds to get through every level, but the good thing is, there are checkpoints, so if you die and you come back to life, your timer starts all over again. Now if Inspector Gadget gets hit, he loses his trench coat, and if he gets hit again, it's game over. It reminds you a lot of Ghosts and Goblins. You can get your trench coat back by collecting the trench coat icon. The last 3 stages can be a little hard, and the final boss can be a nightmare. As for the graphics, for the time it came out, these look absolutely stunning. You don't even need to get far into the game to see the best of it. Right at the beginning of stage 1 takes place during a lightning storm. How freaking cool is that? All the enemies look pretty good in their M.A.D agent suits and all sorts of other costumes taken from the show. Inspector Gadget looks like he's supposed to, as well as Penny and Brain, and it's always fun to see the chief getting blown up, and at the end of the game, you actually get to see Dr. Claw's face. The music is pretty good, it's got some catchy tunes. My biggest gripe is, where the hell is Inspector Gadget's theme song? It's got one of the catchiest theme songs and it's nowhere to be heard in this game. That is a real bummer. The controls are well done, except for the awkward way of switching gadgets. You switch different gadgets using the L and R buttons, and while you're looking for a certain gadget, you have to remember about your time limit and the fact that you still have enemies trying to kill you. Besides the only few negatives I have about this game, it's still a lot of fun and a blast to play. For the most part, it's pretty faithful to the cartoon. Except in the cartoon, Inspector Gadget is incompetent, and without Brain, there's no way he would have a chance to get Penny back. But I would definitely recommend this game. Now if you like my reviews, don't forget to subscribe, and if there's any other games you wish to be reviewed or play through, please leave comments below. Thank you so much for your support, and have a great day.